Hello. One moment. Test. Welcome to. That isn't correct. There we go. I'm the stream manager. Welcome to my short Fortnite stream, morning streams I'm doing, where it's like an hour, hour and a half. In the stream, we do some quests, we do the Locker Series, yada yada. I also want to talk today about. So, the other day I talked about how I thought the timeline existed in Zelda, and how I thought what happened in Tears of the Kingdom was a all-out time crash, where an exponential force, in this case a certain person with now godlike powers, crashed timelines together. And I'll get here in a minute. This keeps blowing in my ear. Can I stop that? Quit it. That's it. Where that person just melded timelines together. Usually, a time crash is just melding one part of it together, so it would be like Tears of the Kingdom would just meld it together. But by the looks of it, by creating that in-game in Tears of the Kingdom, she's melded the entire timeline together. I'd like to just talk about what that separate new Zelda timeline would look like, because they didn't just meld together the in-game. They completely changed the intro, the beginning game, what happened or where it happened. Some people are having theories on it, like they're still trying to place the Rauru thing at the beginning of the Fallen timeline, and everything else is just mythologically misunderstood, since it's actually thousands of years in between then and there, and a millennia's between the creation and whatnot. But I can't see that as that happening. I think what we have here is an entirely melded timeline, and we'll discuss what that looks like after we get started on Locker Series. Now, I honestly don't really remember where we ended last night. We're at the end of 2-3, that's right. Oops, we went too far. And we went too far. Okay, we did Galaxy Scout, so our next one would be Fade. Fade is a battle pass and a main character of Fortnite, I guess, though we really don't have much on his story, honestly. What does it say for him? No, get in there. Far from home, the journey must continue. So he's not home here in the island, but doesn't really tell us. We only know that if you upgrade it, he gets this kind of samurai mask on, which is then completed by the second. He has powers that appear to be darkness or I don't know, just kind of dark magic. What is magic? And for that matter, his horns, now I'm looking at it, do look like the dark crystals that the cubes are made out of. The smokiness of the dark energy does remind me of some of the storm power. We really don't know anything about his story. One day maybe we'll look up to see if anyone's got like the story related. Oh god, I hate the switch. He is fade out, so fade. His back bling, well, I don't know, these most likely. Hey, no, just these, maybe. So his jacket looks a lot like Drift Jacket, by the way. It does with have a lot of Drift look to it, albeit his arms are armored like a samurai, and his mask is way different. But other than that, the jacket, the pants, and even the shirt kind of give a little Drift look to it. So is he an alternate evil Drift? Is he from a clan-like Drift that is soaked in the darkness? Possibly. That'd be an interesting turn on it if they ever decide to care about his storyline. I think everybody should have a very integral and drawn-out storyline in this game. Every character they release that isn't just some crossover. We should know a lot about them. We don't, really. Drift is one of the few we do. From everywhere and for always. This is a bloom. This is called the what bloom? Infinite bloom for him. This is a 0-point bloom according to the the rock. Infinite bloom is when the 0 point is trying to recharge itself from what might be like destruction or something like that, or awaken. We see him attempt a 0 bloom when he's trying to fix it in this chapter. Actually, this is actually before that happens. Wow, they did the 0 bloom for 0 blooms shit happened, I think. But it fails, and then later on the bloom sort of comes back as the tree in chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3, because that's where chapter 3 ended. Kind of looks like a 0 point bloom. This is Ion Blades. I don't know much about it. It doesn't match really the rest of them. Maybe it matches like the 0 point look, the bloom and stuff. That could be like this is a shard, the 0 point shard or something attached to it. Maybe in his reality, 0 point was weaponized. This is actually one of my favorite gliders, honestly. The convergence is just a convergence of rift butterflies as an umbrella. And it's freaking cool looking. And once in a while the butterflies will move. But yeah, cool. And of course when it deploys, it's a rift that shows up the rift butterflies. And during the beginning, early on, you'll see 2 of them. Usually you'll see 2 of them interchange. I guess not. Oh, there they go. Well, I guess they just kind of move around. They don't actually interchange. Honestly, don't know if he has anything here. Nope. Honestly, don't know if he has anything here. Nope. Okay, then. Our quest today is going to originally be the chorus quest. We're going to hunt down tokens, because that just gives us a heck of a lot of leveling up and stars. We need, I think, to get up to 20 to move on here. That was weird. I see a certain Transformers damaged version. Battle tested. I like that. Okay. We are not doing this. Let's go into solos. And apparently the anime thing can't be done in... Oh look, Team Rumble's back to being called Team Rumble. Can't be done in Team Rumble. Good morning, by the way. So anyway, I'd like to talk about... I'm going to actually turn off my chat on my phone here, so I only see it on screen. So if I miss you, I'm sorry, I'm looking away. Feel free to double chat something along as not just spam. Because I want to look up my theory. I had a theory of what the timeline might look like in Zelda post-crash. My idea is that the entire timeline from beginning to end has crashed. And it gets a little funky. Pretty much, Zelda had to rewrite all of time. Just stare off into space for the 47 seconds it takes. So right there, there's Tears of the Kingdom with Zelda with godlike powers and powers over time in one timeline, where post-VOTW was different. So obviously, there had to be an original crash. There had to be some reason Zelda crashed time. It likely had something to do with Ganon, or DMV's Ganon, or something before he was known as Demon King Ganon back when Demise still existed. And for some reason, Zelda did everything similar to what she did in here and crashed the timeline, possibly becoming what she became. I'm trying to do that without too much spoilers, but there will be obvious spoilers throughout this entire thing. If you don't hear spoilery Zelda stuff, go watch for an instant fee or something. Anyway, when post-VOTW was different. Oh wait, crap, I need to go to what's her name. Let me go find her real quick. Now, I heard the other day, just a little off topic, that Sloan here has placeholder attacks, and I don't know if they fixed that. So we're about to see. I don't like how close we are to this. Oh wait, this isn't Sloan. I forgot I'm not doing Sloan right now. I'm doing the stupid star runs. Okay, we're gonna run as much as possible. Get as far as we can without getting killed. Gonna cross the bridge here. That was unfortunate for him. How the hell do I get up there? Let's see. I'm doing okay. Just on chatting Zelda and doing missions, and that was it for that mission. Okay, our next idea is to hunt down Sloan, who is somewhere around here. She's done, right? She's done until 6 days from now. Snapshot, 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 snapshot. Sloan is pretty much where we left her, I think. She is this way. Let's go down this way. Oh. I don't think anybody can hire Sloan, which means her snapshot thing shouldn't be ruined. I remember some other people could be hired during like quests where you had to talk to them, and then you'd have to go to another. We're just gonna bug it. If he chases after us, we'll shock on him and then shoot him. For now, we're just gonna bug it. We go around this section. Yes, I can. By the way, if you aren't aware, because we haven't done this in a while, I do take up people once a month. I clear out the thing and I take on people's item codes, and I will use your item codes in the shop. What the hell? Oh. And yep, CBV, you are my first one, only one for. It's almost the end of the month, so you know. No, it's the beginning of the month. It's August. So you're my first and only one for August right now. I didn't have anyone for last month, but I kind of didn't stream that much last month. So for right now, I only have CBV. If you want to get in, I'll take a total of 10 codes per month, and I will use your codes when I buy stuff on the Epic Store, or not the Epic Store, but the Fortnite Store, whatever you want to call it. So I have to do that, and I'm just doing this quickly. Thermal mud sounds fun, whatever. Oh, I should have Fury mud. Slow, where are you? Please tell me someone didn't fucking kill you. Someone killed Slow. Lame. Oh, frick. So let me go ahead and save that guy's thing to my list real quick while we go back to the lobby. Oh, where is it? Some notes. Okay, you are saved. You are currently the only one I'll be using in the store, so unless someone else gets their name in here, it'll just be you. Okay, we still have to get what's her name. I don't know why she didn't show up. Let's try that again, and hopefully... Oh, wait, no. Let's clear her to the locker. So our next to the locker is the Eternal Night, part of the Night series. It's not entirely clear. A lot of people think these guys are robots because they're glowing eyes. It's not entirely made clear whether these guys are machines or if their glowing eyes denominate some kind of demonic power, some kind of otherworldly power, some kind of mystic power. They do breathe like humans. It will be noticed that not all the robots breathe like humans, but some do. For example, there was that chicken robot that had a really awkward movement while on this idle animation. It's very robotic, and these ones just kind of move like humans and breathe like humans. I had to just say they're probably humans gifted by some kind of power. There's several of them. There's the original knight, the big ass knight, the big male knight, like the giant one that has both the original knight's round helmet and the spiked helmet like this, and then this lady. There's different versions of them: gold, black, and silver. I prefer the black. Also, you can turn on and off super level. The super level turns for black and red. I prefer this, technically. This is a cooler look. Also, it's fairly dark, and I don't see an outline in it, so I'm wondering if it could work a little like the dark suits that superheroes once had. Honor Shining. Sorry, looking at something real quick on my stream. Okay, it's still going. But I saw a weird glitch. Honor. This is hers. Again, it's black. I think you can turn on the epic color for it. Oh, this is the silver one. Black and red. I am not a big fan of her weapon. She's a knight, right? You think she'd have a sword, but she has this weird thing. She can either have some kind of staff sword, which I think is a weapon, but not one a knight would normally wield, or she can have two shorter swords. I'm going to go for the double, because honestly, she should be having... She's a knight, she should just have swords, and this is the closest thing to get. Ah, yes. The noisy blades. Sounds like a... Wait, did I... Yeah, that is black. Yeah. But that one doesn't have... I don't even know if these have it. This one doesn't have the color change either. Interesting. They really need to work on changing that, even for the older skins where all the color changes enact in all of the features. She does have a fall. Right here. The little cape. But for some reason it's discarded the moment she ends. I don't know why they didn't make that her backbling. And... Oh, I just broke. What did I break? Oh, I broke her. Okay, I'll fix that later then. Hitting wrong buttons. And this is her. It's not a bad little wrap. It's not like my favorite wrap, but I like the little wavy stuff in the red, like bits flying back. Not bad. We don't know much about her at all whatsoever. During this season, there are the hunters. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're still in the flood season. What am I thinking? So this season, the flood, and there's nothing really to say about her. She's a knight. She's probably from the same era as the other ones. It says, honor shines eternal. Heralds the arrival of a true champion. A symbol of an unfallen hero. And honor soars undaunted. She just happens to probably just be an accidental pull into his zero reality. We'll go have her meet with Sloane. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. Oh, someone texted me. Where post-video was different, was forced to do what TOTK Zelda did, but Crash Time as well. In this, she changed all of the Zelda timeline to create a new alternate timeline. Now, the question is, does that erase the original timeline, or just create an alternate timeline? I'm going to say it just creates an alternate timeline, because we still have all the games that created the original timeline, which are now somewhat changed. First, we have the timeline crash. Timeline is created by Zelda, merging and altering her own original timeline we were familiar with to make assure a future meaning her own to assure a future, meaning her own timeline, the original child timeline ending, likely, might have ended in apocalyptic disaster, but she had to change. This is all theory, of course. Creation. It is unclear if the three gods or Hylia have anything to do with this timeline. Zelda makes it clear that ones that descended from the sky were mistaken as gods. Hylia still speaks through statues, so likely she somehow existed. This is likely either because they required Hylia's bloodline to be in Zelda, which is how it happened in Skyward Sword, or as a goddess, she exists out of time and space, and thus a complete dimensional reset is not going to affect her too much. Demise is erased, and never comes to be, or plays a smaller role. However, to assure the timeline still leads to the end she needs, Zelda likely ensures the curse of the demise, rebirth of the hero, and line of Zelda, and demon flags still exist. Let's go talk to this lady down here. Oh, frick. Well, that was dumb. We're just gonna ready up. I missed the little bouncy thing I was going for because I was half paying attention. And we'll talk about this some more. I say Demise is erased because we don't see him at the beginning. In Skyward Sword, Demise is the person who brings the demons to the land, and this happens prior to Skyward Sword. And I believe that while we are seeing it happens prior to the new version of Skyward Sword. However, there are some people who do say that maybe Tears of the Kingdom prehistory happens post Skyward Sword when they're creating Hylia, and likely when they send the Sky Islands, they're sending the Sky Islands back up, along with some new Sky Islands like the new Temple of Time, which doesn't quite vibe with Skyward Sword's era, making the Temple of Time that exists in Ocarina of Time and exists as a ruin in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. So it's a little confusing there. Without Demise, the first demon comes to power is Ganon, likely. Again, this is not true if this happens post Skyward Sword. Ganon is born relatively much earlier than and Ganon is not born in the original timeline until Ocarina of Time. this not only dates millennia later, like thousands of years later, than the creation of Hyrule or the creation of Hylia or Skyward Sword, but that's the first time he shows up. He's not even a demon to begin with right off the bat. It's just his seeking for power that turns him into the demon beast Ganon, and his ability to get hold of the Triforce. Okay, let's try this again, only with less death. If y'all haven't noticed, that thing is surrounded by purple now. People are saying that it's supposed to have cube references on it. They're going to create a more stone. Creator of the real okay, against Citadel. Get on this whole guarded. All the way up a brick there. Okay. I don't think we're gonna make that. Holy cow. See, I saw that guy was doing the mission and I left him be. I'm nice. Oh, I was hoping that would. Oh, well. Oh, they already have runes on them. They are key runes. Zero darkness evil runes. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's 1,000 away, and oh yay, the first circle's inside it. Outside the first circle. In my arse. We'll grab some EXP while I'm doing it. Augmented chest. That's an augmented chest. What does that mean? Believe you be, believe me be, believe on that be. I don't know, I was gonna rhyme, but I was gonna say I will be. Well, we might make it in time to see it inside the storm and then hopefully still do something. Ooh, I have to go through this area. Interesting. I don't expect anybody else to be good for me. That should help. I can still make it. Do it. I can do it. How do you get in the lonely labyrinth? Oh, cool. How do you get down here? I saw the person I was supposed to give it to, but he's gonna be dead by the time I reach it. Oh, is it this thing? No, it's not this thing. Guys, how do you get in the lonely labyrinth? There used to be a way underneath over here-ish. Oh, I'm way too far gone. Wait, is this gonna take me down? Oh. Well, for frick's sake, how do you get down there? I'll look it up next round. Ooh. Who indeed? How the hell do you get into lonely? So my only guess would be way the frick over there. That doesn't make any sense. But I mean, why not? It's a labyrinth, I guess. It's not underneath the ice right here, though. Let's see what this does. Ow. Other than break my ankles. Hey. Nope. 23 seconds. And there's no way up here. Huh. I have no clue. I'll look it up, just to save time. I have to look it up by hand, because apparently my Google has stopped working. Completely and totally. Google's just dead on my phone. I'll reset it later and see if it works. Where's my internet? Trance. Too lonely. Labyrinth. Not lonely labyrinth, the hell? That says lonely labyrinth, right? It does. It's getting confused with Lomai labyrinth. Oh, not lonely labyrinth. Oh my god. Fortnite. How do you get in it? Show me how to get in it. Here we go. Wait, where did you go? Oh, it is off the side somewhere. So if you go in the middle, looking at the tanks, you head kind of diagonal away from the tanks, not to the left and diagonal away from the tanks. You hit that. I was so close to it. God. Well, that's dumb. Okay, I'm not gonna look up the rest of this because that's cheating. but at least I know where it is now. Okay, our next skin, while we still have time, it is 30 minutes, we have about an hour left. Our next skin is Captain America. He is I believe, the first Marvel person. No, he's not. But he's the first of the wave of, I want to say, pre-Thor Marvel stuff before Chapter 2, Season 4. So yeah, Chapter 2, Season 3, before the Thanos stuff, before Thor came over, somehow, or for some reason, Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, got teleported in using the Bifrost to the island. Probably just to check it out, see what was going on, see what all the hubbub was about. Or check out to see where these guys, this guy and this guy disappeared to. Who knows? Super soldier Steve Rogers stands as an enduring citadel of authority in an island that isn't America. Or Earth. How about? Is it just Captain America set? Please for speed. Interesting. His backbling is his shield, and his tool is his shield. Come off his back when he uses it. And back when they had the throwable shield, I believe during another secondary, LTM where they had that, he would actually take it off his back and use it as the weapon as well. I do believe his glider is also his shield. Oh, he doesn't have a shield glider. I thought he had a shield glider. Oh, I thought I remember having a shield glider from someone else. But, he'll use the Avenger Jet, whatever. Oh, no. There we go. Don't know if he has a fall. Most likely not, but he came over in the Bifrost. So we'll go ahead and let him have the Bifrost. Don't know if he has one of these. He does not. Whoops. Go ahead and just randomize that. And get it going. Our quest is what? Yeah, we're going over here. Oh, now it points to the correct part of the island, probably. We'll zoom around the island. I know it's off that side of the island near a zip line down. Back to what we were talking about with Zelda. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. Why did my thing zoom in too far? That's weird. Anyway, Ganon is born much earlier than earlier. Yes, he's born thousands of years earlier than he should be. And what's left of an alien species known as Zonai come alien species known as Zonai come to Earth, where elven creatures, or come to, I guess, the planet, where elven creatures we know as Hylians meet them. The leaders of the Hylian and the last male Zonai fall in love, because I don't know if it was real love, and work to create the Kingdom of Hyrule for their people as king and queen. This is different than the original Hyrulean creation. Creation of Hyrule happens when the Hylians from the Sky Islands, Sky Cities, come down and create Hylia with human Link, human King Dad, and human Zelda. But I believe this happens pre-Skyward Sword, which could lend that still happens later on after Skyward Sword. What happens here is similar to Ocarina of Time at the start, but a little different. Hold on, let me see, where am I going? Over here? Yeah, we're really close to the bus. You know, like being close to the bus. That's America's ass. Also, America's ass is glowing funny. So I'll fix it. Think that's just a weird glow, or do you think that's a... No, it's just a weird glow. I couldn't tell if that was a glow or a texture tear. Oh, hello. I took out the glider and put it away. Oh, I'm having lag. Good old online game lag. Oh god. Will I haven't seen this issue in a while, actually. What the fuck was that? Oh, that's the way out. I break the wall. Probably a waste of time. Okay. Maybe. Sit that way, and I'm gonna go to the exit though. Very quiet in those labyrinths. No one's here. It's good for us, I guess. There also seems to be plenty of exits. Oh god. Lag. Stingray! All fear me, except netmakers who love me. Oh. Oh, that was it? You made it good. Looks like I picked the right something for the operation. That's it on snapshot quests. Leaves us with weeklies, which we can do. Hunt raptors with sharp tooth shotgun. Oh, it's the guy who gives us the sharp tooth shotgun. I just killed him. So travel distance and grapple gas. Assist in recovering combat caches. I don't even know what that is. What the hell's a combat cache? Okay, we'll do this, but also we got this. So. Need damage people using this technique. Anyway, yeah, look. That. Always thought it was cool. Do stuff like that. Especially cat. I wish this guy had a jumping power. This power had a jumping power. But whatever. I hope that's not shallow. It does damage? No, damage opponents. I don't think. Sometimes damaging things count. The llama. I get the llama before someone else gets the llama is the question. But I can. And grab the purple one, which is better than this. Place it with the rifle for that matter. The handgun. That's that noise. Okay, that's the power making the noise. Best would be if I grab a one of these powers from on a thing, but I also needed to open that, I believe. Where is everybody? Why is it so creepily abandoned? Sorry, I'm just listening for people. I'm trying to find people. Okay, I heard someone else shoot around here. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, we can't do the assault rifle and freaking Team Rumble. I forgot none of these can be done in Team Rumble. Damn. Loom. I guess we'll work on them. I may work on them a little bit out of the thing if I need to. Well, this, by the way, was the final update of this season. Yeah, we still don't have any kind of... Excuse my throat. We still don't have any kind of talk about a event of any kind. Excuse me. What's going on there? We have 11 people. Okay. That's why I can't find anyone. That's useful. Things that allow me to dodge. Ten people. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. That was dumb. I'm gonna hit this. Kamehameha looking thing. Nobody here? Meh. Wait, this is the shark. That's a heist accelerated. Excuse my throat. Holy cow, I've got all gunky. Gunky. Why is my map pointing somewhere? Infinite zipline energy. What the hell did that go? Damn. Oh well, how much should we get done with that one? That's gonna be a difficult one to do. Okay, so unless we get powers, we're gonna stick with the AR one, because that one's easier. But if we get a powers, we'll go back to that one. $549 out of 1,250. Okay. Curse llamas. Blah. Okay, so assault rifles and assist in searching chests or ammo boxes. Sounds like it's in the middle of my locker. Oh, this is the Shadow Walker. That looks a lot like the Fierce Deity Sword, does that not? Like Zelda's Fierce Deity Sword? Fierce Deity Sword was first shown up in Majora's Mask as a sword for the masked Fierce Deity, which is some godlike Link. But it has also showed up in Tears of the Kingdom, and I think maybe Breath of the Wild as add-ons, extras. Cool looking sword. Can't imagine a sword twisted like that feels very good. Trying to show you your item shop. Okay, so same idea. I'll say they have more quests in a minute. I have not gotten anywhere on this. Holy cow. This good thing is 2 weeks. With that, our next locker, we have 1 or 2 more drops going, depending how fast these drops are. Black Manta, so kind of finishing off season 3 here. we have two major characters from this season. At the beginning, it was exposed that, Aquaman lived in this. This Aquaman is from this dimensions, Atlantis. He's naturally from here, and he was called up when the sea went wild. That doesn't mean this is the exact same Jason Mamoa from the DC. He's an alternate version. But this guy didn't apparently rift over. From all we know, he was down in Atlantis with all the fish people, and he came up to see what happened. But Black Manta still also exists from here, and he is, as you know, an Atlantean who is anti-Aquaman for some reason. They were both princes, and one got the throne and one didn't. I don't know. I'm not a huge Aquaman fan. I am a Jason Mamoa fan, because even in Fortnite version, he's gorgeous. But I don't know shit about Aquaman, other than he's usually made fun of as the least important Justice League character, the guy who talks to fish. So we'll do Black Manta first, maybe Aquaman. It's just Black Manta. It's just Black Manta. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. There it is. Little jump jets, or water jets, I should say. Helps him swim around in the water a bit. This one? Yeah, Black Manta dual daggers. Don't believe he has anything here. Yeah, most definitely not. Excuse you. Quite positive there's nothing here either for either of them. Yeah. Maybe Aquaman will have more, because I think Aquaman was actually on the Battle Pass. Whereas Black Manta had to be bought. Go away. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing AR rifles, what has to be done in this mode. Where were we? Hey, what happens at the beginning of, well, Hyrule's timeline happens very similar to what happens in OT's little difference. Ganon is born as the only male Gerudo. Gerudos already exist, possibly created by creation, Hylia, or Zelda to create the people. Another thing that's different here between the timelines is the creation of the Rito, much earlier. Rito in the timeline of Adult Link, aka Toon Timeline, were exposed as evolutions of the Zora when they were forced to evolve into birds when they ran out of fresh water due to the flood. Now, before we knew this was a timeline issue, we kind of assumed that Zora breakaways evolved into the Rito. However, whether or not Breath of the Wild is inside the full-on time crash, or it's the end of the original timeline, the Rito now seem to exist at the beginning of the timeline, which is something Zelda had to do on her own for the time crash. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go far out for this one, and just hope we can catch some. We'll hit this one. Why not? It's always fun to hit that one. Kind of works considering his suit's all mechanic. And what was the glider? That one. Yeah, that's pretty. Not quite fitting for him. But pretty. So Ganon becomes the only male Gerudo, long away 1,000 years before he would. Takes his place as the ordained king of his people. Since Gerudo have such low male birth rates, they actually don't normally breed with male Gerudos. They breed outside their species, outside their race at least. And it's very rare to have a male Gerudo. So Ganon becomes the only male Gerudo, takes his place as ordained king, which is the thing, if the male Gerudo is born, he becomes king. Well, in the original Ganon feigned loyalty after a civil war he helped start, and he was doing it because he hated living in the desert. here, he does so before Hyrule even begins with the original game. The King Ganon attacks in OG is long after Hyrule is created. The King Ganon attacks here is shit. Go away. Okay, assault rifle, this better freaking attack that counts as assault rifle. Nah. Assault rifle will be our main weapon. Flapjack rifle, whatever we can count. I still miss the swords. Someone's getting a llama. Weird. Job isn't to win, it's to damage people. Damage them just a little. It counts. Oh, I dropped my thing for. Come on, I'm hungry. You are wandering around the Okay. I don't know where we're at on that, then. 7:39. It has gone away from doing assault rifle missions to doing the skin because I found one. Also, that's 2 or 3 llamas killed. Oh, there was another llama back here. Has he been killed or he left? I saw a bullet or something. What is this? Oh, it's a motorcycle. Fun. Hey, it's a fun combo, actually. Comboing these together is fun. It's too bad you have such a bad limit on Kamehameha version. What's just sniffing there, pup? I don't even know where my elimination guy went. He's not on my screen anymore either. What the hell? Oh. What you attacking? I swear that was a mushroom. Okay, then. That's a dog. I need 200 more of those and I'm done. Man, I already missed the Kamehameha. Yes, I'm gonna call that because I don't know what the fuck it is. I need to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm hearing I couldn't even find the bounty. Oh, it didn't load. Shit. That was fun. Where are we at? Hour 16. Okay, one more drop it looks like, guys. And we'll continue with the same mission. We'll hit the AKs unless we hit the superpowers. For our last of the day, we will be hitting Aquaman. Tomorrow we'll end up doing the last one for 2-3. And the next one we'll get up into 2-4. Aquaman is, of course, I guess like a prince or leader or something on Atlantis. He has the powers of talking and controlling sea life. In some versions, he also has the power over water. The Trident has some special powers, possibly. I don't know. Again, I'm not a huge Aquaman fan. He has two forms here, actually. He's Jason Mamoa's shirtless form, and his hero form. Of course, we have the Jason Mamoa shirtless form. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? Just Aquaman. Just Aquaman. This aquatic wings. Okay. Supreme Shell, fit for a Sea King. A Pokemon? A powerful symbol of Aquaman's kingdom. A Trident. Also a powerful symbol of Satan. With some Satans have Tridents. This guy's nothing. That's going to have nothing, most likely. Sometimes they do not go all out for the special shoot and the things. Like, I think they could have done more for Optimus Prime this time around, but you know, not terrible. Just if it's a special guest, get everything in here, honestly. Nope. Okay then. Same idea. Assault rifles, unless we get powers. So if we use powers, so we win. Hopefully, we can get out of a llama because honestly, combo of the Kamehameha looking thing and the nails are OP. You just Kamehameha him. There's enough to knock him out of his shield and everything, hit him 100, then you nail him. And unless you got a builder like I had back there, it's pretty easy. Albeit that builder wasn't hit by a Kamehameha thing. Anyway, yeah, Ganon feigns loyalty to the king. Now, no, he did it after Civil War, and this one he did pre-Civil War. And this is, again, thousands of years earlier, assuming that the timeline is stretched out in the same length. In the midst of Civil War, Raru's top commanders, one from each species, are gifted powerful stones or jewels that can amplify natural gifts with the elements fire, water, light, air, time, electricity, and spirit, and become the first sages. That said, while there were sages in the original game, they were all Hylian, I believe, and maybe there were a few Gerudo ones, I don't know. Again, Zonai did not exist in the original timeline. At least, not in this kind of thing. Oh, I'm inside a rock. The stones that you're talking about are very similar and maybe just Zelda's recreation of the elemental stones found throughout Zelda. Probably best seen in Ocarina of Time, where you had to collect 3 stones. 3 stones, 4 stones, 3 stones to open the Temple of Time. But that's not the only time the stones show up where you have to collect them. Just in this time, they're a lot less ornate and more usable. They look like little seashell stones in this timeline, and they help amplify the power of the wearer. And that might be something Zelda created when she created Time Crash to help them against Ganon, or whatever the endgame was originally. I'm going to hit that roof almost exactly. Also, this is a good glider for Aquaman. This is sort of a sail boat thing. I forgot these are called. Wind sailboats? I don't freaking know. I spent so much time at the beach you think I know, but they don't actually use them over in Texas beach I go to. Not enough wind or not enough sea, I'm not sure. God, I hate those things. Okay, so we got our assault rifle, I hope. This counts, and that will be our main weapon for right now. I'll load out of weapons. Almost secured. Too bad. Of course, all this is stuff we know in Tears of the Kingdom. Hold on, let me look up where I'm at. Or we can talk while I play, honestly. Eventually facing defeat, Rauru, when Ganon gets hold of one of the sacred stones, Rauru sacrifices his life to seal Ganon in his plot. At some point, the survivors of the Hyrule Kingdom at threat of Ganon's demons are forced to the skies where the Zonai once lived. At this point, there are no Zonai. Spoilers, in case you don't want spoilers. When Rauru sacrificed his life, of course, you know this by the beginning of the game, and Minoru used her spirit powers to kind of turn herself into a computer. She's now the world's most sentient AI. I think this might have better aim. You can go in, but who's down there? I always forget. Oh, Foxboy. Hello, Foxboy. I mean, Foxboy. Oh. Nah, I don't really need any of that. We'll take this. Thank you for that. 3B was good. Oh, we're not too far away from the edge. I need more. I'll leave it for now. Once we hit a circle, we'll keep talking. So I believe that's what happened, because they do mention that the island's just sent back to the sky now. If this happens pre-Skyward Sword, like I believe it does, this leads to Skyward Sword, because there are no Zonai in Skyward Sword. That would allow for Zelda and Link to come like a century later as Skylandians, or the hell you want to call them, and play out Skyward Sword similarly to what happened. But not exactly the same, because it demises... Demise? Ooh, why do those cows look so menacing? Eventually... This is known as the Sealing War, and is the first evidence of timeline restructuring as a war at the start of the Fallen Timeline. That happens at the beginning of history. So in the original timeline, it was happened in a comic, was the Sealing War. The Sealing War was apparently an attempt to seal Ganon after Ocarina of Time incident. The Ocarina of Time incident happened, the Fallen Timeline took place if Link died, and after that, the Sealing War happened, where just all of Hyrule rose up and attempted to take out Ganon. And after that, Hyrule would never be the same. It would always be reduced power. It would eventually lead to its practical fall. Thank you for your patronage. You didn't have any freaking AR ammo. What the hell? How am I supposed to do the mission if I don't have any ammo? Ooh. Let me find some ammo. That's a dumb thing to do. There's some AR ammo. There's a chest. Eh, not bad. Oh shit. Did not see. Well, okay. With me. Oh, I thought I was gonna make that. Okay. 428. 420. Damn. Okay, it's time, isn't it? It is time. That, my friends, is the end. But we'll spectate as we talk a little more here. I will finish here, at least with Skyward Sword, and we'll talk about more of it later on next time we come on. Skyward Sword eventually likely... Skyward Sword eventually likely takes place, but is highly different. With no demise, it's not clear why Zelda or OG Link would come to the planet unless one day Hylians decided to take back Hyrule and clear out the demons. As it is, it's the spot. As it is, unlikely the same Ganon rose since he's still to the spot in eternity. There's a chance a new Ganon is born to cause havoc, or another demon took place for the cycle. Maybe demise takes place just to keep the timeline as pertinent as possible, but it's like he's not the main demon anymore. originally in the original timeline, the reason people took to the sky was because of Demise's threat. Demise was never defeated by Hylia, technically, so she sent the Hylians to the sky to escape the threat of the demon king, Demise. But in this version, they're sent to the sky after Ganon's sealing, which changes it up a whole bunch. So we finished ending off here at Skyward Sword. We're going to call that. We'll talk about this more of this next time. Let's go ahead and exit. We'll go ahead and go through our list of stuff we have for, for Battle Pass that we may have gotten. We have 57 things now. So that means we can unlock this guy. A new one. Oh, I need to back out. Well, let's go ahead and add them. So with that, and I also need to change Rock back eventually. But who's Scruffy American Nerf Herder? Where's he at? Oh. Yeah, we'll leave the mask on him. I guess we'll keep this the same color. I don't know. Ooh, no, that was better. Get a new... I don't know what to call him. Scoundrel in Adult City. Here's how poor I am. Usually by the end of the season I have all this filled up, and I don't. I would like to get the Jitsu Kaisen, but by the time I have money for it, it's not going to be around. That's how broke I am. Bonus rewards. We have... I guess we can get all these. Green guitar for what's her name? Blue for Luminary, dude. New glider. Oh, for the Libre lady. And then we need 5 more for him. Not too bad. And is that it on the bonus quest? Is there any more? Oh, there's 6 pages total. Oh, that's right, we have the actual colors after that. Ooh. Okay, let's see what his hair looks like best. We have red hair. We have orange hair. No, that looks like freaking Cheetos. Sorry. No Cheeto hair. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So, then we have blue hair. I like the blue hair probably the best, honestly. Does it change her hair color as well? Oh, it does a little. Yeah, it does. Everybody's hair gets a little change, it looks like. She gets some different colored tips. Sorta. Anyway. What is it complaining about? Oh, because we just did all that. So, first up we got a new guitar for the jungle version of the lady guitarist. Is this the jungle version? No, it's not. Here it is, Fern. Okay, quick save. Let's fix this one. What did the red for? I'm not sure. Oh no, sorry, red. Okay. Oh no, that's hers. So save that. Okay, we got a new luminary thing. So luminary was for this guy. So this is blue. Let's change his crystals to blue because they got the crystals in it. Change. That's already blue. Oh, I got hooks now. We'll do him on hooks and the other guy on spike. How about that? Make sure this is the right color. Right color. Should probably have to change the other guy. That'll work. Quick save. Let's find the other version of him real quick. Glum and glum. What did I do that for? Oh, you're orange. Let's make the rest of you green. Make this green. Hey, I'm looking for the green version of you though. Did I not load up the green version of you? Did I really not? I must have not. That I overwrote it. He has an IO-like symbol on him. It's not the IO symbol, but it's like it. Go ahead and he's got key place though. We'll leave it out covered. Gotta be on. Living green. That doesn't matter. New save. I said Glum up there because he was apparently originally the green luminary. I must have replaced him on accident. I'll put Glum too. Because I'm so original. Okay, that makes our last one for La Lucha Lady. Supposed to be done for Oliver. There we go. I think, are all set up for next time. I don't think there's anything we're missing up here. Hopefully. Just load up randoms. So next time we come by, we'll be doing our very final of the Season 2-3 and moving to Season 2-4, the Locker Series. We'll talk about that next time. Season 2-4 was after the Flood. It was the Thanos season, because the Ezra Point hadn't been exposed yet, so we'd be gearing up for Thanos during that season. That was a good event. I'm hoping we have an event this time, and I'm hoping I have time off for it. The time off for it will be completely random. I'll be unable to take it off unless they tell me 3 weeks in advance. So we see what happens. I doubt they will, since this is the last seasonal update. We'll probably have whatever finale goes on in a few weeks. So whether or not I could come in, you'll have to tune in or look at my Facebook profile to know. Thank you all for joining me. Hello, y'all on YouTube land. Don't forget that if you missed live, you can comment in the YouTube version, and as long as it's not spam, I will acknowledge you in the next stream and your question as well. I mean, I might answer you in YouTube, but I'll also answer you live. Don't also forget that every month, and it is the beginning of August, I collect 10 epic codes to use in here. In fact, now that I have his CVV for the creator, which has been erased, I hate that they erased him, and he's not doing that. Yep. CVV is now my only supporter that I've been asked to follow this month. If you want me to follow you, get in here and I'll add you to the list. And what happens is once I get more than one, I switch out. Every time I go into the store to buy something, I'll switch out. It'll be CVV, it'll be the next guy, and the next guy, and the next guy, and just rotate for how many I have. Once I get to the end of the list, it'll go back to CVV. And that'll last until the end of August. And then next month, it'll restart again. So if you want to get in here and get some money from my obsession with this game, then come in here and get some money from my obsession with this game. That said, I am very curious. Do they pay all in V-Bucks or actual bucks? Anyway, peace out, guys. Y'all have a great week. Oh, and as far as seeing me, they'll probably see me tomorrow. I'll probably be on for an hour every morning. Peace out.